We're going to close out the stream now. We're at the 2 hour point. This is a topic that if you have something to say at this point, express yourselves. No one will be browbeaten. All I ask is a little consideration. Because I know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. We're over here on Ozart's channel right now. So I will let you take the lead, Mr. Muscle.
No, just because I'm hosting it doesn't mean that I'm having to do all the work.
Damn
This
it.
is still your show. I'm just in the wrong position here.
All right. Never let it be said that Liam is not a generous host. So here we are. My name is Liam Gray. I am the creator of Xenotype. I'm the founder of Conquest Comics, and with me today on the channel that we're here to now is the Muscle with the Hustle, Ozart. For those of you who probably already know, we've recently come under attack by communist China. They've tried to silence our voice. They've tried to snuff us out, kick dirt in the face of Comicsgate, using the reanimated corpse of Stan the Man Lee to do so. Zombie Lee. That's right. Sorry, they've reached communist China's reached its hand into the back of that old brain case and is making him talk like a puppet. He struck down I've got a copyright strike. I can't stream until the review comes through for which could be another 9 more business days. And if my appeal doesn't go through, I won't be able to stream for 3 months, guys. No more live streams. So that's pretty much taking the wind out of my sails. Anti-Comicsgate are frolicking in the fields, rejoicing. Sketch Therapy's rubbing butter all over his body. It's a dark time for us over here. But how have you guys been doing in the chat? How's everyone going? We need you to be our voice, to be our champions, to virally spread this channel out into the wind like 1,000 billion pieces of pollen. We've got to have this fly out into the social media airwaves and take root. So tell your friends, post in the discords, let everyone know that we're here, we're streaming, we will not be stopped. We are the orphans of the American dream. We are the future. And tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about what are we going to be talking about tonight, Oz?
It's your show, man. I'm just here as a host. You're like,
yeah, no, I should.
You're the host. Right. I'm the parasite.
All right. Okay, 1 minute. Let me get up here and see the work that let's go up here and see how I can't actually do what I normally do, where I have a look at how many guests we actually have in here, how many viewers we have, so that
so I know if you go on to YouTube and actually have a look at the channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do.
And that lets you comment in the chat as well.
Yeah, awesome.
I can't see how many people are in here anyway. How are you meant to do that?
Okay, next to live,
yeah,
there's a little eyeball and it's got a number on it.
Mm-hmm.
A whole 16 now. Question Comics. Okay. We got to drive that up. Matthew Fowler says Zombie Stan. It was exactly. They think that it was Stan Lee, but it was Rant-Ste. We'll see a little bit of Rant-Ste later on in the show. I want to get some more folks in here. Gosh golly, gee willikers. starting again from scratch. I mean, it's 18 people, but it's 18 quality people. You can see we've got Question Comics, we've got Ruckus, we've got Dostu, we've got Delta Spurg Force, we've got Mr. Alex. Felix is here. Welcome, Felix. You know, my most loyal, faithful moderator. And where would we be without the savior of raptors everywhere, the Christ Raptor, Raptor Jesus? You know,
Where's Sketch and his many alts? Because we're running moderator free, so Sketch, if you're out there, you've got free reign in the comments.
Right, you can fuck with me for a month, you know, while we get everything sorted out. That's gonna be fucking a joy.
Sketch, if you're there, I will put up on screen all of your chats.
There's Kimasabi's here. He's another Oz guy, you know. Thanks for supporting us, man. So I appreciate that. I'm just slowly navigating my way over to the YouTubes so I can get a sort of idea of where our viewers are before we get into
we're
it.
at 18 views.
We lost a viewer. We could not keep it up, you know.
Well, as soon as I mentioned Sketch, like everyone went out and you know,
they ran away to go get him. They're like, oh my gosh. And then we're gonna be bombarded. We'll be up to 200 viewers in no time as Sketch Therapy arrives on the scene to autistically spurg out at me.
Yeah, anti-CG were really upset about Stan Lee and our use and abuse of Stan Lee.
Yeah, you know, they were like, "How dare you disrespect him? You know, you've got to be taught a lesson. Put this gimp suit on for me." You know, like we're like, "No thanks, Anti-Comics Gate. We'll continue to let the mainstream parade around Stan Lee. You know, we're just gonna you know help support and give a megaphone to Rant-Ste. You know, that's what we're gonna do.
Well, if that Rant-Ste motherfucker comes on, I'll have a few words to say with him.
Yeah, sure. I'm not sure. I think that Rant-Ste might actually be passed out and unconscious. I don't know what time it is over there in communist China, but I know that we've got a video that we can share from him. But I want to get a few more people.
I'm not showing that video, by the way.
You're gonna because you don't want to get struck.
That's right. I'm happy to have Rant-Ste on, but
yeah, but you know,
I'm not having any cartoon drawings of Stan Lee.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, yeah, you know, you're weak. You're weak.
Can have real drawings of real pictures of Stan Lee.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? You know what I mean? That you can show. But see, no one wants to see. I need to get my channel back because Oz is just a parasite. He hasn't got the balls to be the host body. You know what I mean? He'll troll and cause trouble, but he's not going to take the crazy risks I do. You know, he's not going to lose his channel.
You didn't take any risks. You didn't know that fucking Stan Lee's cartoon was bloody.
I didn't, but now that I do, I will do it anyway. You see, now I want to fight. I want to fight the mega corporation as the little guy. You know, I want to be a martyr. You know, like Doug TenNapel. I want to fucking get out there and martyr myself and pretend that like I'm noble even though I'm just kicking dirt in the face of people. You know what I mean? And by bashing, I mean hate promoting Lucen and Xenotype. That's right. Right, exactly. Hate promoting them. That's great. Odie says, less than a month, you'll see what the project is. That's right. See, Rant-Ste hates Comicsgate, you know? Maybe Rant-Ste should get in here for a bit and get a bit of an interview, you know? But maybe he can tell us why he was involved in... yeah, that could work out. Well, man, I'm gonna get the link. I'm gonna send it to Rant-Ste. And maybe he'll come in later and he'll tell us why he hates Comicsgate so much. Face to face.
I'm going to show the audience why you got copyright struck and
that's a good idea.
Work this thing out.
Do you know how to share screen and stuff? Yeah, you do. You do. I get you to do all the work all the time.
Oh, mate, I did didn't you see the bang up entry I did?
Yeah, I saw that you had like these cool, like sort of waving, like sort of orange honeycomb looking GIF things. That's all I saw.
No, okay.
I thought it was cool.
All right. Can you see this?
You just showing cartoon images. You're showing cartoon images of Stan. That's against the rules, man. They're gonna
This
get it
is their
struck.
T-shirt. This is their T-shirt.
Oh, okay.
This is what the issue was, because
You for real?
because our friend drew a cartoon picture of him. This is what's happened. Because they've got the trademark on the cartoon likeness of Stan Lee like this. So any cartoon likenesses of Stan Lee, they're going to copyright strike. Those Asian bastards.
Fucking communists.
Communist pricks. Fucking dodgy communist pricks.
Actually, that's actually a good thing. Not that, I mean, but would you mind talking a bit about the company that's responsible for doing all this shit? Let's shine a bit of light on that while I dig through here and try and find that old address from for Ran, you know, so that he can come in if he's got the time and tell us why Comic Skater are bad news.
Do Situ thinks that thinks that the stream's done now. He thinks my channel's going to be struck.
It's over.
I wasn't showing anything. I was just showing apparel. See, I was showing their apparel. I was promoting their apparel. You're just not allowed to do your own drawing of Stan Lee because they own the copyright, which is just unbelievable because
he's a real person. Yeah, I know. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, we should show. Do you have any of the tweets that Anti were carrying on about it, our abuse of Stan Lee?
No, I don't. I didn't even know until someone told me that they'd been going around talking about it for a few days, having a cry. So I was like, are you fucking for real?
Yeah, they were having a big cry. They were saying that you were the worst person ever, that you had abused the corpse of Stan Lee, and that you deserve to get your copyright strike for being such a scumbag. And they were just post. They were just the post that I wrote. You should have seen what they said.
You want to bring it up? You want to bring it up? Bring up what I'm sharing there, because this was just put together for us real quick. I want to say thank you to our friend Mr. Ruckus. He's great. This is Zombie Slayer Liam. You know, I've been caving in the skulls of zombies. You better watch out. You know, and I think that, you know, I've got a cricket bat, and a long time Australian tradition is caving in skulls with sporting implements. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing
that. Looks like it should be what's that comic book, the Something Boys, the British one?
Oh yes. Oh gosh, yeah, it's
Mary Boys.
Let's promote Mary Boys tonight. I'm gonna go message them and see if they're online. We'll bring in Mary Boys and talk to them tonight. That'll be what. This is how organized we are, guys. Mary Boys.
Wilberforce Worcester. The hey, I don't have to just read them. I can actually show them now. This Spurg Thunderdome is still scheduled, but it's just it's dependent on how many eyes we can get on the prize. So if we can get my subs up.
Yeah, if we get the subs up here,
level, if we can just get everyone over and sub, because this is essentially going to be the alternate channel. Like, I won't bombard people with videos or anything if they sub to this channel. This can just be the alternate channel for Liam. So if you can get people to sub here, then they are essentially subbing to Liam. And if we can get those numbers up, then. And we can get some things like super chats or even just, you know, more eyes on the program, then we can do that show. We've also got the Not Jack show coming up. Yeah. That was scheduled for this week. And I think we've found our Not Anna, but again, that show will probably premiere on this channel, but we just need a few more eyes on it.
You're gonna have to do what I do, where you click on all the chat to show people, to show folks what people are saying as they come, because I can't do it now. But yeah, no, I don't even know who Not Anna is. Who will the attractive young nerd girl be on the Not Jack show? It's not gonna be Anna, so who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Well, here's the thing as well. If you subscribe to me and I get enough subscribers so I can get super chats, then I won't show anybody else's comments except those that super chat. So it'll be even more special.
Yeah, that's not the spirit of how we do things here, Mister Ozart. Everyone's voice matters.
I
Everyone's
thought
voice
this
matters.
was I thought there was some kind of hierarchy here.
I mean, it's your channel right now. I'm stuck at your mercies. Like you're puppeting me around like communist China puppets around Mister Lee's corpse. So we play by your rules here. But I like to think that everyone's voice matters here. And live with Liam. The channel of the people, the chat of the people. I'm a voice of reason. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, don't let me get mad with power.
Yeah. I was just starting to get mad with power, and now I've lost all my momentum. I was like, how am I supposed to descend into Doug to Naples style, egotism, mad spurgery like everyone has foreseen? If I don't have this power, if I'm not enabled, I need to be enabled, guys.
Yeah, enable him.
Yeah, enable him, but bump this channel up, bump all our channels up. I want to have so many channels with 1,000 subscribers that it's like a locust upon the earth. I want it to be like they strike us, communist China come in with their little fucking with their little band hammers, and I want them to hit the channel, and I want another one to spring up like it was nothing. That's my dream. Can we achieve it? I don't know. I am so not used to, like, I'm. How many people are viewing right now, man? I can't see.
23. It's
We
climbing.
got to get this up higher. I'm usually about 60 people by now. How do we get more eyes on us?
I don't know.
Maybe I can make. Yeah, I've got an idea. I'm going to do it
Why don't
live.
you go on YouTube
Live. Yeah,
and
live. I'm going to make a YouTube channel. I'm going to make a YouTube video right now, live in a few minutes, like as we speak. Give me 1 second.
no. You can do a YouTube post, and then that will go out to all your followers.
Will it?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that, and
You
that's
don't know how
probably
to
good.
make a YouTube post.
Well, I don't know how to send it out to all my followers.
You just do a post, and it goes to your followers.
Yeah, you fucking, you're a wizard? What are you? You fucking Gat Hanzo? I don't know how to do that shit. Fucking, where's your magic wand, Harry? Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to make a post?
It's your channel, man. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's all good for you, all good for you. Posts, no. Community?
All right. How would I find these scumbag anti-CGs? Who should I start looking for?
Look for Rumble Terrier. He's usually connected to all sorts of bullshit, So and he's usually, he doesn't usually block people, because he likes to rage and carry on.
I'm not blocked by anyone.
So, yeah, except for Mandy
I'm not
Summers.
blocked because I don't follow anyone.
Did you get unblocked by Mandy or not in the end?
Mandy? No, she hates me.
That doesn't even make any sense.
She's obviously having hot internet sex with Peter Gilmore, and he's told her to block me, even though he's not blocking me.
Holy shit. Holy fuck, dude. That's pure speculation.
I don't think they're in the same city, but whatever. He's not saying anything interesting except like dodgy like fan art for Raylos and stuff.
Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, so let's see. Who else? I don't know. I haven't had nothing to look at in the Annies in so long because I've like I blocked them all because I didn't want to give them a voice. So let's see. So it's I don't know who else is there. Chat, give us someone that we can look up. We should play our Blues Clues.
Yeah, we could do that. Hang on. We can do a bit of blues cluesing.
Question says Liam's dream is to be a successful sketch therapy. Amen. You know, I want to just draw and get all the therapy. That's, you know.
I'm just going to play automatically. I wish there was a way to not play videos automatically on
I know, right?
YouTube, because it's like you open it up. See, did you hear that? God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it makes you look like a fool.
Like an ignoramus. Like a cretin. Like a
Stop. Damn you. All I did was adjust the screen size.
Mm-hmm.
Scum.
So Odie's powering away over in the corner. Subscribe, peasants. That's right. We're the peasant channel. For the lowest of the low. We are the common people, and we are here today to impart upon you fantastic YouTubes.
Well, I don't know about fantastic, but we are imparting YouTubes.
Odie, you want to come on? I don't know if we can bring you on. Keep drawing. Get your page count done for the day.
What do you mean I don't know if we can bring you on? You've got the link.
I know I've got the link, but what I mean is I don't know if it's going to slow him down. Odie, if I bring you on, are you going to slow down on your drawing, or are you going to keep going? Because you'll get pissed at yourself if you don't finish your quota today. Just send me a
Cat
DM.
wants to go outside.
Send me a DM if you want to come in, and you're welcome to come in, brother. But, you know, only if you're drawing. Only if you're drawing. Not going to slow down. Okay, cool. All right. It'll be good. It'll be good to hang out with Odie. So.
Stop, damn you. That was more complicated than it needed to be.
It always is. It always is. And, you know, I was just starting to get used to this. You know what I mean? Most of my incompetence at this point was coming from just forgetting where things were. Yeah. So I've sent out the link to Odie. Still debating on it. Have to wait till 11 a.m. for the update. Debating on
What's
what?
that all about?
I don't know.
What's
What
he
update?
masturbating? What update? Explain yourself.
Raptor Jesus, what is the truth with a capital T? What don't we know? You know, I'm not sure that these community posts do go out to people. This is what I'm saying. I don't think that they do.
They do, because I get them from like Zach and Anna and all their mob.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Man, it I do miss my channel. I miss You know, I was gonna make a video. Early today. I sort of sat down. I thought maybe I can do one without the chat, and I was like, I'm nothing without the chat. I'm nothing. It's like you're standing in a mud puddle with no one else to wallow in with it. It's like, what's the point? Maybe I can get a few people off air and we can do something, but and upload it. But it's not the same as having a live chat. You know, it's where all the energy is.
Well, you could make a video and on the video have subscribed to my channel or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to let people know. Like you could do. All right.
That's what I was about to do.
I'll tell you what.
That's what I was about to do live right now and upload while we're talking. Just a 2-minute video going like, hey, we're over here. Come check us out. Upload it. But
fair enough. I mean,
in fact,
I could do it for what I'll do is tomorrow I will edit together a video of why your channel got banned, and I'll give it to you and you can release it on your channel.
Sure. Hold on a minute. I'm going to click start recording. Okay, here we go. Hey guys, my name is Liam Gray. I am the creator of Xenotype. I am the founder of Conquest Comics. With me is Ozart, and we're over on his channel. I'm going to put a link in the comment section below. So if you haven't, come pop over, check us out live. We're fighting communist China, guys. We need you here. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna upload that to my video. You're seeing it happen live, guys.
Don't forget to put the link.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm doing. Hold on. Man, I want to be able to show the communist. I want to be able to show the. I want to be able to show the damn.
You want to show the dam?
Yeah, I want to be able to show the video that Stan made for us. You bitch.
I'm not. I will play. Okay, what I can do is I can play the audio.
But it was such a good video. I mean, yeah, I suppose. Can my moderators? Oh, do we even have moderators?
I told you this is a lean ship. We don't have moderators.
Start giving mods so they can give out links. They can't give out links otherwise in the chat, you dickbag.
Nope.
You dickbag.
This is a moderator-free zone.
How? But we've got to be able to give links out and stuff. Like,
nope.
Where did the video go?
Did you not hear what Sketch said about the moderators and how that they get to you and they whisper in your ear and they tell you that they, the reasons they banned people and they lie?
Yeah, so now no one can share out links. I'm sure that everyone's going to be rushing to come on the show when we can't promote their book for that's.
What do you mean?
Well, if we can't put the link in the chat for people to go to, people like...
You can fucking put the link in the chat, man. Just go in the chat and type out the link. Jesus Christ, do some work.
No, you can't. You can't because... Am I a mod on your channel?
No, I'm not modding you. You'll ban Sketch.
Yeah, exactly. So... you can only post links if you've got a moderator status. It won't let you do so otherwise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a shame. All right, why don't you post it to me in the private chat and then I'll post it.
Sure.
There you go.
Give me a minute.
See? Kick Liam damn straight. So apparently you just sent people a picture. You didn't actually send...
Yeah, I know. I sent Odie the picture of the StreamYard's link to join the chat. All right? I'm making videos. I'm looking at the chat. I'm sending the wrong links. Comic copy link address. Let's try one more time. Everyone laugh at me, guys.
Who's the Lemon Party?
The Lemon Party? Is the Lemon Emperor here? Has the Lemon Emperor come for us?
Dome City Sandman, I haven't seen you before. Welcome.
No, he's a regular, dude. He's a regular.
Not on my show, he's not.
Yeah, well, I guess it's because your show's new, But he's always been on my show, Thanks for question for the community post.
CG Raven 5, I haven't seen you before. How's it going?
How have you not seen him
First time on the show.
You troll. Okay, now I've just got to put the link to this stream into the video and we might get over here.
How cool would it be if we were actually Sketch?
No, I think that it would probably be a living hell.
If well-read user 1 comes on, I'll give him a mod.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, this is not life with Liam. This is death with Liam. No, this is it's caving in skulls. Oh man, let me see if the Mary Boys have responded. They saw it, but they didn't come on. Come on, Mary Boys.
Don't be gay, Mary Boys. Anyway, I'm still searching your name up on Twitter. Oh, good old Doug Tenaple.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's great for any Comics Gate content. Fucking Doug Tenaple. Piece of shit. Copy the link. And
He's such a great guy. All right. Let me
yeah, a
bring
real
him up.
pillar, a real example, a real pillar of the community. That guy.
This is a great tweet. Odysseus is here.
Yo, Odie. How you doing?
Hello. Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you? How are you doing, brother? You been
I'm good
busy?
again. Yep. I'm drawing as fast as I can.
Yeah.
I think this will be ready in less than a month.
Yeah, I reckon so too. But we just got to get through and make sure it's high quality stuff. You know, we're working on a special. We're not going to say what it's for, but it's
Should I show this the screen like just a bit?
No.
With my camera?
No.
Can you see this enough to read it out, Liam?
I've also spent hours behind the scenes helping creators Lady Alchemy, Sketch Therapy, Adam Friendlam, and Liam Gray, stop motion for Sarah Silverman, puzzle design, Ben Affleck storyboards, and countless others. Because I actually love art and people, production turns me on. Yeah, I'm sure that's why, Doug was telling me that Odie has no future and that we should quit. That's you say, are you sure this is what you should be doing with your life? No, thanks, Doug. Thanks.
He was helping you.
Yeah, he was helping me throw my dreams in the toilet because this was unattainable. Well, guess what? We did it. Mary Boys is great. Is he in here? Get him in here. I sent him the link and he saw it. But is he? Come and join us, Mary Boys. It's not a trap. We're here to talk about your book, and we're here to talk about caving in people's skulls with cricket bats. That's why I want you here.
There's like a picture. Never mind. No, it's not in here.
Vicky says, after Tim Lim and Nurkish backed out of Cash Grab, there was a stream where the only person telling Cecil he could still do the book was, wait for it, Doug TenNapel. Bit of a musical sting there, guys. We're still low technology, so use your imagination. You can't send us your dollary dues, so we can't get that really neat soundboard that YouTubers have. While Ethan's telling Cecil he can't. Hey, I needed that. I was reading that. You piece of shit.
You did that on purpose. You took too long to read that. That was boring the viewers.
It was boring you. It was boring you. I can't work in these conditions. I can't.
You've got to. These are the conditions I have to work with.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't notice we're on Oz's channel.
You didn't notice?
We can't stream on my channel currently until the dispute thing is taken care of. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
So who copies Strikers?
Literally Chinese. Literally China. China did it. Using the likeness of Stan. Yeah, using the likeness of Stan Lee. They said, "Hey, we've got a dislike over there on live with Liam."
Okay. So what did you show? That was
a cartoon image that of Rant-Ste, a cartoon depiction of Stan Lee. Nice work around to get the stream going. Well, we do what we can do. We've got to provide for our fans.
So it's you're not allowed to show a cartoon image of Stan Lee.
Well, Black Mercury, you're going to have to take my word for it because I don't have emails from like 2 years or however long ago it was. I kind of went fuck this guy and deleted everything. On top of that, Odie, and you can attest to this. Remember where we broke Google? Remember where we broke Gmail?
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
Our art was going back and forward so often, so fast, and the files were so big, our communication so regular that it broke Gmail, So I actually had to clear out my inbox a few times. Since doing Xenotype, I've had to clean up my inbox a few times down to basically nothing so that we can send through the files. They're so large.
So we have this secret project that we're working on that we cannot tell anything about.
So don't tell people. Don't bring it up. It's a secret project. What What are you doing?
Well, you don't know what's in Area 51, but you know that it's a secret, so we can
Don't
at
go
least tell
tell
people that we're working on something secret now.
draw the page, Odie. Don't honey dick the
Oh
audience.
well.
Don't honey dick the audience.
Well, now they know. So
yeah, no, we're getting some stuff done. I've actually got it. When we finish up this stream, I'm going to be going over the 14 or so more pages of the draft with Odie regarding Xenotype Volume 2. But before we get to that, we've got some, like I said, we've got a special to do. So big surprise
and
for
we'll
that.
be big, right?
Yeah. It'll be great. You guys will love it. You guys will love it. So
How do you mod people anyway?
you right click on their name and then you go down to mod. You can probably only do it. Oh, actually, you can only do it if you're in the YouTube stream. Like, go into the YouTube. Like, not you can't do it through StreamYards. I don't think. Belland Bruiser.
Someone said that he came here for the oil.
We know that Johnny Rando. We know that the one and only Johnny Rando is a Brit because he said Belland. He said Belland. So you've doxed yourself, Johnny Rando. You're out there. We know your nationality. We know that you're from, we know that you're from the United Kingdom. Next, you're going to be using U's in your spelling, Liam, I'm playing a spaceship game called Elite Dangerous, and I'm about to buy War Campaign, a capital ship, and still think of a name for it. Want to help me with the name? No, man, names are the hardest thing for me because there's so much power in a name. You know what I mean? They've got to be just right. I like to make sure that when I name things that they have like at least one meaning, sometimes two. I have to sound cool, but yeah, hate naming. Not going to do it. Not going to do it for fun. Robert's here. He says, "Hey gang." Robert's the guy that created what do we call it? It's comicsgate.org, I believe. I want to say, which is a think what you like. No, Johnny Rando. If you're not from the UK, you know what a bellend is. That's something very British. I first heard that when I was living in Portsmouth. You know what I know? I was banging a supermodel living in Portsmouth, having a great life, and and it was actually her gay hairdresser friend who said bellend, and I was like, "What the fuck is a bellend?" And they're talking about dick. So that was fun memory. No, but I forgot what we're saying. I got distracted by bellends. Yo, it's
Hello.
Mary Boys. How you doing, brother? How you doing?
How you guys doing? All right. Sorry, I was taking a shit, and then I got this message from an Australian. So
Yeah, come on in. They were posting pictures of me with a bloody cricket bat, and I thought, fuck, we need the Mary Boys in here to sell his book to people.
Show me. I want to see that. Really? That is it?
Yeah,
just in general, or do you have a picture?
Yeah, I did. I've got to go hunting for it now again. Let me. Ruckus had it.
How you, Odie? You right?
Hey, yeah, I'm great. Just drawing. Keeping my
Fuck,
mouth
you're amazing.
shut
You're
as much as
raising the
possible.
level of art. I mean, you're just blowing everybody else out of the fucking water with your fucking art. It's crazy. It's really, really good. Yeah.
Well, trying to get better. Yeah.
Oh, jeez, you'll bury us all, I think. How you, Oz? You right?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm doing all the work as usual. Doing even more work nowadays.
Boom. There we go. Sharing. There we are.
There
I
we go.
thought I saw this, and I thought we've got to get you over here, and you've got to talk Mary Boys. It comes from the chat. We're all. This is the power of Comicsgate. So, how you doing?
Shaun of the Dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah.
All good. Yeah.
I'm all set up for smashing the skull of zombies that are propped up and puppeteered by communist China. You know.
I'll tell Mark you love him.
Like a mark.
But it's all right. I'm only internet communist. Is there sorry, I just want to check. Is there a delay on my StreamYard?
No, you're right.
Is it okay? All right.
Yeah, it's all right.
Cool. Yeah, it's just trying to fulfill at the moment. Dropped off a shitload of packages this morning. So yeah, we'll see how bad the bug delays deliveries. But otherwise, yeah, all's good.
Did you wait? Have you sent out all your international stuff?
A whole bunch of it, yeah. I'm doing it tier by tier, tire by tire, tomato.
You should have waited. You really should have waited. Do you know that it's all going to go through?
The thing is, I posted some original arts about 2 weeks ago, and that's all gone through. So.
Oh, okay, cool, good.
Yeah.
Because I'm worried about a bunch of CGers getting their shit bounced back to them and having to pay double for their shipping. Like, it's a bit of a concern I've currently got.
If they bounce it back, they should carry the cost. You know, it's a service.
In a perfect world, you know what I mean? So Dome City says he is fucking stoked for Mary Boys. So how many units did you end up moving in the end, brother?
Let's see. About 4. Okay. It's I've got about 400 backers, and I think about 50 or 60 are digital. So yeah, so about 340, 350, something like that. It's okay.
Nice,
it's not great, but it's all right. Yeah.
Oh, it's not
I'm
great.
happy.
I mean, it's a few hundred books, and it's got you overprinted, I assume.
Yeah, and I think like everybody should, I reckon. You do not just in case shit goes missing, but you're going to keep selling it. And I see that other guys are doing leftover campaigns now. Campaigns for all the leftover stuff. So when the other book is, you can have. I'm assuming Indiegogo will let me have another campaign later on to run one simultaneously with the next one. So anybody who wants to get caught up or want this book as well, they'll be able to do it. And I get to piss off my wife by bugging up the whole fucking house with thousands of copies of my shit comics. So win-win.
Go grab one of your shit comics and show us what it looks like in person.
Yeah, let's see. Right, so it's a whole bunch of stuff that you get. Okay, so that's what issue 1 looks like. Yep.
What's the back
look like? It's a bit larger.
Like?
I took a leaf from Ethan's book and just put the logo with a little Templar over there, but it's chock full of art, and there are 2 of them. I could have done this as one, but I like the idea of having 2 comics, so you get more bang for your buck.
2 covers. Odie, what do you think of his covers? Show me again. Show me. You're muted, Odie.
Can you just show them again? Oh, okay.
Are
they gonna stay black and white?
Yeah.
Can you blow him up to full screen, please, Oz?
I'm trying. How do you do that?
There's a little box right on the end, underneath where it shows you who's in the show. There should be all these little box shapes. It's the one on the furthest end.
Yeah, but how do I make it him?
Oh, see how there's sort of our name? Oh, not our name, like a little window down the bottom for us. In the corner of that window, there we go.
Yeah.
So what's this YouTube link that you?
Oh wow! Okay.
Sent through.
Can you bring them a bit closer, please? Oh, okay. Oh, this looks sick.
Yeah. I
Cheers. Coming from you, that's really something, Eddie.
Oh yeah, I love the values. Who drew that?
Him.
Oh, I did absolutely everything.
Oh, you did?
One man show.
Wow. Okay. Damn, that's sick. These are posters, right?
Posters. They are prints that I'm sending with them. So it's a whole. Here's one. Right. So you get one of the tiers.
Are these printed, or are these originals?
These are printed. These are the actual prints because I'm shipping stuff out now. So this is actually what it will look like, what people will receive. So there's like it's the two
Oh,
books, a set
whoa,
of
whoa,
prints.
whoa. This is sick.
Cheers, man.
Okay.
And
Damn. I
and
actually
here's the third.
like how you drew the bricks. These are incredibly. Oh wow, this is the best one so far, I think. Damn,
I
this is
like that
amazing.
they're all in Dr. Martin's boot, you know. Like I love it.
Yeah, born in the boots, and there's I also did a
Damn.
like it's got this punk / skinhead sort of vibe, so I wanted to keep it. You know, I did like this embroidered patch that goes with it, which looks really really nice. Yeah, so it's like a lot of bang for your buck, and I did this little making of Mary Boys as well. I'm running out of these now, so the new backers unfortunately won't receive this unless they back the patch tier. So
And
this
Odie,
puts a lot of
Odie won't know, but I'm sure the audience will. But that's a homage to the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cover.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
Yeah, I see it there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, really cool. Really, really
Yeah,
cool.
no, make sure that you've got at least one of those kept for yourself in prosperity. You know what I mean? Filed away somewhere, in an airtight.
Of course.
place. Yeah,
Of course. I've got
I know.
hundreds.
Yeah, I know so many indie creators that you slap 10, 15 years on them, and then it's like, hey, did you have this? And they're like, oh, I sold it all. I didn't keep track of it, and they don't have their original work. They have to go and buy it again from eBay and shit. So it's a chore. So just yeah.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy. No, I've got I mean, how long? I mean, did you do like indie comics before? Liam, because I mean, like, what I've done every time, even the really early sort of zine shit, I've always managed to keep copies of that for myself. It's like, you want to keep track of everything that you do.
I don't have anything I did from the first 3 to 4 years of my career because it's still actually in a house in Jersey that I gave away because I'm a fucking idiot. I don't have any record of that. It's in a file there. It's probably still sitting there. I could probably go to that house and walk in and get my early work. I doubt that it's been moved, but yeah, no, I don't have access to that anymore.
Did they have a fireplace there?
It's
No,
like losing a child.
No. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but it is what it is. And I mean, it was early shitty. A lot of it was just magazine and scene work through for random like music review stuff. I don't want to say too much about my early work. I don't want people to like. I am Liam Grave Conquest Comics. That's all anyone needs to know. I will succeed or fail on the merit of I am Liam Grave Conquest Comics. That's important to me for my ego, because
the funny thing is with that old stuff is that you about 5 minutes after you've printed it and you've received it, you fucking hate it, massively. You're like, oh Christ, I'll try harder next time. But then about then years later, you go, that wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad,
Yeah, there's seeds of ideas in there. You're like, I could do this, I could do that. Sure.
Yeah, sure. Fact. So what time is it there with you guys now?
1 in the morning. 1 in the morning.
Oh, right. Okay. So you still have your late night. This is the middle of the day for me. I've gone, did some shopping and shit this morning, and yeah,
we do it. We do it this time. We do it this time for our viewers. I should be all cuddled up, cozy in my bed, having my little nappy time. But here I am. Here I am,
working hard. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to play the message that Rant-Ste left us.
Before you do, hold on. I have to help my dad with something, and I have to go.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you in a bit when the stream's over.
All right. Okay, see you guys.
Bye.
Cheers.
Thanks for all your help, mate. You're really helpful there, Odie.
Greetings, true believers. Your friendly neighborhood storyteller, Rant-Ste here. Short for Raniel Stevenson, of course. But my friends call me Stan Ree. Here to deliver this important and exciting message. I want to offer my most sincere and heartfelt apologies to you, The true fans, the delicate little morsels of life that all agree that humor, expression, responsibility, and freedom are the utmost of evils that need to be defeated. Despite what you may have seen or heard, I, Raniel Stevenson, in no way endorse or respect these voids of creativity, these talentless hacks, these peddlers of wrong think. I speak, of course, of the distastefully rambunctious and poisonous group known as Comicsgate. Horrifying monsters like Liam Gray and Michael Bancroft are to be avoided at all costs. Whatever you do, friends, do not visit the website Indiegogo and back and otherwise patronize Xenotype, written by the creatively deficient Liam Gray, containing the drab, gloomy colors of Spartan Scotsman and the flat, lifeless artwork of world-renowned mangaka Odysseus Theodoratos. Especially avoid, at all costs, the Indiegogo campaign for The Lucent, a comic book created by the morally bankrupt and talentless Michael Bancroft. He did this whole comic book by himself. What a maroon! That's not how you get butts in seats. I ask you, keep these men ground into the dust, under the boot heel of corporate tyranny, exactly where they belong. Australia, after all, is full of criminals. There must never be those with the fire of rebellion in their blood. That's far too boring, too stiff. These ain't your granddad's comic books. What's the use in trying to fight an unbeatable enemy? Shuck off the burden of personal responsibility, personal growth and virtue. We can remain perfectly strong and fearless right where we are, our minds wide open to the exciting adventures of new, electrically charged superheroes like Snowflake, Safe Space, and Trailblazer. Get stuck in for the wild ride that will be The Last of Us Part 2 for you video gamesters out there. Oh, and speaking of which, stay far away from the uninspired, the disturbingly toxic video game Savage, the Shard of Gosen, now on Steam in early access. About as thrilling as playing with dead fish, if you want my opinion. These lunatics in Comicsgate, these free thinkers, entrepreneurs, and so-called creators are physically dangerous and hazardous to your health. You could wind up with a paper cut reading some of the outrageous garbage they create that they call comic books, at the very least. Take my word for it. They all could do with a good punch to the snoot. A zap from the laser gun, let me tell you. Okay, friends, true believers, and allies, that about does it from your old pal Rant-Ste. Keep fighting the good fight. Stay away from bad apples and fill your diet to the brim with stolen kumquats and soy. Excelsior! Enough said. Oh, and a hearty shout out to our friends in China. You're really knocking them dead over there. Wait a minute. Who wrote Excelsior on this piece of paper? What kind of deranged lunatic thought this was funny? Phil, was it you? Get over here. Come here, right?
Yeah, I love us some Rant-Ste. You know, I love us some Rant-Ste. You know, when the man pisses in your face, you've got to double down. Don't take shit from anyone. So not even Stan Ree. Is Stan Ree? Is it is Ree Stan? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Perth Comics is he Asian? I don't know. I think he's just over in China. You know, I think that he's just been acquired by China, like so many great things in this modern day. So, what
Made
do you
in China?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think of China's great accomplishments in the world of comic books and its control of our speech and expression?
You just wanted me to say something about the virus, don't you?
No. You don't have to say it, and it's probably better you don't say anything about
They do fuck you for that. No, it's fucking crazy.
No, they struck my channel, man. A guy did a Stanley impersonation, 45 seconds on a 2-hour stream. Just did a voice and showed a bit of a cartoon head of Stanley, and they took down my channel. That's why we're here. That's why we're not over on the big 1,000 people channel. You know.
I was wondering about. I saw because I looked and I saw you weren't live, so I was like, okay, shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we had to.
What's the reason for that? Impersonating dead people? You can't do that?
Well, you can't do impressions apparently because Stan Lee's owned by China. So
Alright.
a Chinese mega corporation, sent me a copyright strike because someone did a Stan Lee voice and showed a cartoon head with 2 frames of animation. I fuck you not. I'm disputing it. It's not going to go through. I'm going to get my China back. As Felix says, China is asshole. That's right. China lied. People
China's
died.
asshole. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
fuck him.
Trying to crush down the little guys. Here we are. Like the comic book industry's collapsing. I'm making a great comic book. They're like, we got to get rid of this guy. They didn't even say, hey, Liam, why don't you just remove this from your channel? It was just like fucking axe down you go.
No. No, there's a lot of shenanigans going on. It's all this the anti-CG crowd dreaming up reasons to take us down. We've been sniped a number of times on Gay Space Communism, on Captain Fuckhead's stream, and a few other places. So it happens all the time now to everybody. It's one of those things. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't think. Just to go with the flow, they'll tire themselves out, wanking themselves eventually.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, Vicky's taking up the cause too. She wants to jump in lock and step for our communist overlords. You know, what you got to say?
Okay, so weaponized nerd rage. So who's weaponized nerd rage?
I don't know, but I know that I'm following him, so I hope that he's not any Comicsgate now or fucking against us.
That rings a bell. I mean, yeah, I haven't heard from this guy for a long.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Weaponized Nerd Rage in ages.
Yeah, it rings a bell. I mean, a lot of people come and go in this sort of scene. You know, I think I don't know if they become inactive for a while and just get on with real life, or whether they have a change of hearts about the movement itself. So, you know, you have to tread gingerly along these things because you never know, you know. And when people turn, they fucking go crazy. They say and do the most crazy fucking things. It's mad. Like You've seen this Captain Comic shenanigans now with Peter Sameti. It's like, you know, it's just mad shit.
Dude, get it off that. Get it off that. You'll get struck. Get it off that.
I was just reading what he had to say.
Yeah, no, I'm just warning you. Get it off that. You get struck. That's why War Campaign had to move over to DLive, because even though it's not real, you get struck for it. Sorry. You were saying. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. Just.
Well, anyway, weaponized nerd rage has come to your defense. He says, "I don't know. I get that you don't like them, but this should be more. This should be concerning. Regardless, the copyright system is being abused more and more, and this hurts everyone. I think everyone can get behind the idea of pushing back against the copyright system abuse. So that sounds reasonable."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Vicky
says, woof, 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 woof.
Yeah.
And to translate her, I'm not saying she's a bitch, but whatever. It has nothing to do with feelings. It was a blatant violation. No, it wasn't. Using Stanley's image and voice without permission was wrong. We didn't. And in violation of the law. No, it wasn't. If it had been Comic Jacks, I would have made just as much noise. Yeah,
no, you wouldn't have.
Sure. No, I don't think so.
The creator of the original vid has a new one that is blatant parody. You don't see me kicking up a fuss over it because it, as distasteful as it is, it doesn't violate copyright.
The first one was parody, you dumb cow. Are you so fucking seriously unable to comprehend basic social cues? You can't tell it was a fucking joke. Could you not tell by the laughing that we were all having a good time and just goofing around, and he was just doing a silly voice, you know, like...
Does she think in her retarded brain that Stanley actually left a voice message about your Indiegogo and that we're abusing his voice?
Yeah.
Oh, look, we've got Ren Famous.
I think we'll check that in just a second. I think this is what I think that she is so fucking pig ignorant and stupid, right? So caught up in her anti-Comicsgate fucking wasp nest beehive bullshit between her fucking empty ears that she thinks that we were trying to impersonate Stan Lee in such a convincing manner that people would think it was the real Stan Lee promoting our project to gain us money. That's what I think she fucking thinks is going on, because that's the only way that she can do the mental gymnastics to try and fucking hurt us. Like, I wouldn't have complained. Yes, you fucking would have, Vicky. You are mad with hatred. You are completely fucking irrational, Vicky. And Renfamous, she says, this is why I don't take anyone seriously when they cry about copyright system being abused. It's stopping someone from using a dead guy's name and likeness to sell a product without his permission to a famous estate or company isn't a proper use of credit. Hey, Ren, baby, Ren.
Getting his permission after he's kicked it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they're fine. They're fine. They're fine with this giant fucking corporation. The giant corporation that's fucking with me, Renfamous. I know that you're a true champion of the people, you know, hail communist sister. But fucking, you realize these are the same guys he was embroiled in a legal battle with to try and get his likeness and identity back because they'd essentially stolen it from him and done him dirty. The same people that took his fucking blood, right? Like, this is bullshit. These people are not fucking good people. They don't give a fuck about Stan Lee. You know, it's dirty.
Who made them copyright police, especially for huge corporations? I mean, that's also what really gets me about the new left wing. They're massively pro corporation. The bigger, the better. You know, it's all these Mac users. You know, Mac is one of the biggest. It's a massive fucking company that abuses human rights all over the fucking world. They'll happily support them. You know, I'd never look to these people, you know, as a source for a moral compass. I totally disregard what these people say most of it. I can't, you know,
it's just funny because they're talking without understanding exactly what happens. They think that it's Stanley's estate that asked to do this, but what they don't realize is that Stanley's estate is in legal battle with this Chinese company to try and wrestle back the ownership of the copyright of his image and his name.
Yeah.
So they've got it totally wrong. We're trying
to hang a lantern. We're trying to hang a lantern on how fucked it is and have a laugh at the same time. And you guys are trying to fucking drag us for it because any excuse to fucking drag us. You don't care about doing good or justice or you don't care about Stan Lee. You don't care about what he went through or anything like that. Fucking, you know, and you just want to get rid of me. And you turn around and go like, oh, like Liam's Live with Liam's show's great for any comics gate. It's so great, but you can't fucking wait to shut it down as quick as you fucking can you? You're transparent because you know that we're not fucking as small and petty as you fucking ignorant morons. We'll be able to actually talk things through and work things out, and that's the last thing you fucking want. You're transparent. Any comics gate, you're fucking clowns. The same way you come over, you spam my fucking channel with your fucking lunacy. You're all as bad as fucking Sketch, right? Ranting and fucking raving with nothing to fucking say. Empty-headed bullshit.
These are the same people who called Stan Lee a racist.
Exactly.
You know,
They throw around words like cape cuck and say that the superhero is gay and dead and stupid and we need to get on with it. It's like fucking and let it die. How about you guys just fucking go? If you don't like the medium, how about you get the fuck out of our medium? Right?
It's nothing it's nothing like getting involved in a medium that was created to entertain prepubescent boys and demanding it be made about you. What are we gonna do? I want to go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to a knitting magazine and I'm gonna make a big fat song and dance over there because it's not about me. You know, it isn't manly enough. It isn't about me. It isn't for me. I demand a change. Do you think it'll work?
Oh, hold on. The communists are here. The communists are here.
What is this dog and pony show? What's this honey dicking all about?
I'm sorry, Raniel. I was just talking about you, Raniel. I didn't realize you'd come in and yell at me.
Is my TV talking to me again? Phil, the TV's stuck. I think the remote's out of batteries. What is this? What's going on here? I keep hearing something about Rant-Ste.
Yeah. Well, Oz, would you like to explain the situation to Mr. Stevenson?
Well, Ran, can I call you Ran?
Are you an Australian?
No.
Are you boys from Australia? I can sense an Australian, you know.
From the land of Oz.
Bunch of criminals. And hanging out with Comicsgate, that's even. I tell you what, you guys could learn a thing or two from this Vicky verse. Brilliant kid.
Well, this
Good
guy
friend.
here that I've got on screen. He's coming to the defense of someone that you probably knew who passed away. And Pocket Jack Comics retweets this. He says, "All right, show of hands. Who thinks it's okay to have at the okay? Oh my goodness, we've just solved the problem. Now we know why your channel got stuck because Point Man Comics, whoever this is, tagged in the real Stan Lee into this tweet.
Comics.
And
There's a word I can get behind.
And then they, because what they don't realize is that this Twitter account is the Chinese company that owns Stan Lee's social media stuff.
No, he's responding to my tweet there, or Vicky's tweet of my tweet, and I added them to sort of go like, hey.
Oh, so it's already done. Okay, all right.
It is already done at this point. Yeah, I would
No,
say.
I was wrong. All right. So anyway,
yeah, see here,
Mr. Rant-Ste, these are some people that you can probably get behind. So this Matrin Mythics issue 2 Kickstarter is live. Is a name that just rolls off your tongue because they're a bunch of bums with no. Actually, you should read this out. Can you see this? Because this is done in your voice. Are you able to see?
Matrin Mythics, a big fan. I appreciate you. Says, because they're a bunch of bums with no intelligence to realize that they could be doing something that could have a disastrous backlash. A stand-up kind of person, Matrin Mythics. I shouldn't assume gender here. You know, that's rude, you see.
Yeah. They, them, Ran.
Whoever it is, they've got balls, though. That's more than can be said for the Comicsgate crowd. Speaking of which, what's this Mary Boys nonsense that I keep saying? What
that's
kind of
my
hack job is this comic book all about? I implore you, ladies and gentlemen, Zims and Zers, do not visit Indiegogo and back the abhorrent Mary Boys comic book.
yeah. What will happen if he was to get more backers out of this? It would be terrible.
It'd be a disaster. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that never happens. When people try and squash something, it never just flames up and explodes and becomes more popular. Damn.
I'd like to line them all up with my AK-47. Is what I'd like to do.
Can you read this one out?
Phil wants me to take my zinc and lie down. What a tyrant this Phil is. All right. You boys have your fun while it lasts.
Thanks, mate.
Fucking.
That's a great impression. That's a fucking awesome impression.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's
an impression, right?
Yeah.
No, that's Rant-Ste. That's the guy.
That's Rant-Ste.
That's the guy that's been causing us all of this trouble, all of these problems. You know, it's just, like just when Comicsgate was starting to get momentum, and now we're just put thoroughly back in our place, ladies and gentlemen, just thoroughly back in our place. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Recover. Yeah. It's
Well,
over now.
Point Man Comics says, hang on, let's go up to Vicky. Vicky says, not unless the estate, so Stanley's estate, says it's okay. Well, you dumb cow, they don't have the okay because they don't have the rights to his image or his likeness. Point Man Comics says, oh, he's a bestseller on Kindle. Wow, who is this guy? He's amazing. It should be that simple, but we get super trolls like these. That's you, Liam, that want attention and get people mad at them. Best move forward, just show the facts that Liam has deliberately made use of Mr. Lee for profit and laugh about it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
See how much you profited off him.
I sold 1 million books. I sold 1 million books because of the likeness to Stanley. That's what they're claiming.
this guy here, not Damien / not Kane. Co-host of
wait a minute. You want to
co-host
know
of
what's
the
actually
at
funny?
untold. Look, I'm trying to plug this guy. What is Untold Talk Spum?
I know it's the one stop location for all of your spermum needs. You know, Never Stay Dead podcast Wednesdays on Wednesday serial on YouTube. I don't know if what's he got to say. Maybe he's an alright guy. Maybe he's an alright guy. What's his comment?
Oh
Can't
wow!
see. You got the thing hovering over his fucking name, so I can't see what he's saying. You dick.
Just stop. Leave me alone. Something really weird just happened. Let's go back here.
Planet Turbor says that guy's very real and extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. He's a problem. He just bursts into streams. He shows up uninvited all the fucking time.
This genius here says, he says, "What the hell?" I think he meant to say hell there.
Mm-hmm.
He's obviously a great writer.
Give him a like.
Says,
give him a like, man. Encourage him. Yeah.
Pointman says Liam is disgusting and cancerous.
That's right. I am the tumor in the beating heart of comics, anti-comics gate.
Hey, are they saying that we're like
the young ones?
The young ones?
That's fucking awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid. You know, I'm insulted and outraged. Look at Vivian there with the studs in his head. Great show.
Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah.
Vivian's ginger too.
That's it. Natural redhead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The fire of rebellion.
Where's that from? You fucking dickhead.
You
fucking dickhead.
Call him a bellend. We'll have our resident Brit call him a bellend. Call him a bellend.
Have to look him up.
Don't post it on him. Not you. I want the Brit to do it on live with these British boys.
You haven't realized the accent yet. You've got shit ton of South Africans in your country, you know, running amok.
Mm-hmm.
And you haven't noticed the accent. Originally, I'm from South Africa.
I don't know what Liam's talking about. You're not British at all. We need Charlie's in here.
Yeah, we need Charlie. You need to call him a bellend. No, I'm accent deaf, dude. I traveled so much. I would have been around in my early 20s. I lost the ability to hear accents unless they're like really, really, really bad. But
wow. Brett McGowan, his Mythics 2 is over $1,000 on Kickstarter. He's writing Changeling, an urban fairy tale for Wicked Publishing. Wicked spelt wrongly.
Wicked actually were one of the guys that reached out to me and asked if I wanted to publish with them. What's he got to say? It's in bad.
What?
I can't read his comment, dude.
Seriously.
Yeah.
He says it's in bad taste.
Bad taste. Yeah. Yeah. It's sour. I'm salty.
It's in bad taste.
Mm-hmm.
Only if Stan's estate agrees to it, otherwise it's in bad form.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But I've got no way of even reaching out to Stan's estate.
It's not cool. Don't mess with Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Damnation. If you're going through hell, keep going.
It wasn't Stan Lee anyway. It was Stan Ray, you know, or Rant-Ste, you know.
Not without the blessing of his estate, damn you.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. So every single time somebody makes fun of Donald Trump or impersonates Donald Trump, making fun of him, like who was that guy, that actor? He had a whole show, and that famous asshole. Anyway, it's okay for some people to make fun of famous people, but not us, basically.
Yeah, just see, this is the issue. It's the immortal double standard. It's one rule for me, another for thee. You know, like it's a story of our fucking life. I guess
it's not even making fun of Stan. I mean, it's obvious satire. You know, it's just it's whatever. You know, that's what I mean. I don't really listen to this stuff. When I see it's stuff like that, whenever I just completely black it out. It's normally just mouth breathers making noise on Twitter. You know, it's not worth it.
I think Whimsy Quest might be a fan.
Mm-hmm.
He likes kawaii Is that how you say it? Kawaii?
I think so. I don't know. Hold on. Some cunt.
Isn't that the porn kind of YouTube stuff?
No, it's like cute girl anime shit. There's some cunt trying to get it. Oi, fuck off, cunt. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Anyway, just another night at Liam's house.
Is it? He's got a. Is it stray dogs or stray?
No. He's got a dog, and when someone comes into his yard, the dogs go crazy, and so he knows that someone's in the yard. So he's got to go and yell at them to get out of his yard.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun and games.
Because it's normal to have people cut through your yard.
Yeah, I mean, tell me about it. You know, I mean, never been
What?
to Australia. Make a trip.
I'll have to tell you about it then if you don't know. Do I have to tell you about it?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you know, I know some
Or
people.
was that a redundant? Tell me about it.
It's a yeah. It's more like it's. I kind of. I always compare it to this. It's like Antipodean countries are generally the same. You know, there's a lot of space and people do stuff you'd never do in the civilized West. So I just assumed it's kind of like that.
South Africans are like racist Australians. They're like Australians that have had slaves.
You guys have Mel Gibson, for fuck's sake. You know?
Yeah.
He's not
Crazy.
racist, he's just Australian.
He's just mad Mel.
Yeah. God bless him. Keeping it real.
So Frightening Icon says that Liam had it coming. Don't mess with Stan Lee.
Ah, jeez.
Trevor
They wouldn't care
Birchbatch.
as much. They wouldn't care as much if it was somebody else they didn't like. You know
Pretty
what I mean?
fracking low class of Liam to do that. He deserves the strike, and lucky it's not a lawsuit. Imagine if someone did this to EVS Estate, they would be in arms.
Is that a death threat? That's
This
a death
guy
threat.
has got a great grasp of the English language. He's a reality show watcher. Oh, it's a woman. Sorry, I misgendered you. Reality show watcher, conservative mum, loving wife. Hashtag
Karen.
MAGA.
Karen, basically.
Yeah, wow. She's got a
Wants
lot
to
of
speak to the
followers.
manager. Mm. No, fuck it.
It's disrespectful. I agree.
How did Mad Magazine do it for so many fucking years? You know, every time they do a movie satire or make fun of somebody, is every single case so that disrespectful? I mean, that's a shitload of material. That's a lot of disrespect. You know,
I know.
They better go back and have a look and speak to the manager about that. Or maybe it's parody and pastiche.
Barry L. Merritt is after us. Is this one of those Jesus? No. Yep. Okay, so he's one of I stand with Black Trump supporters. What the hell? He's one of the anti-CG Christian guys, Christian lobby, I think.
Oh,
I guess that means no insane drama smears and spew from Liam's channel. Wow. Micah will have to host the shit stream. Ha! Well, joke's on you. I'm hosting this shit stream. I like this guy. Hang on. KFC Jesus makes me laugh. He's good. He's a good guy. Good. He's a fucking moron and will screw it up. Micah. This guy just called you a fucking moron, Micah. Oh, that's funny. Okay. What does the chat have to say about all this? You see, about 2 weeks ago, was it 2 weeks ago? God. Liam came on stream and he was all beaten up. He had like he'd been punched in the face and he'd been punched in the middle of the back by this guy. Did you see that one?
No, what happened?
So this guy was yelling and screaming, and then this woman was yelling and screaming, and it was this woman's estranged partner who'd come back to beat her up, and so Liam had gone out there and told him to fuck off, and then he sort of
Both the man and the woman fucked him up. Basically, that's normally how it goes.
that
when you
is
start
normally
getting
how
involved.
it goes, which is why I said you shouldn't have said anything unless you like wanted to fight. But I think they're taking it out into the street, so he had to get involved. But yeah, the guy sort of sidled up to him and he was like, yeah, come on then, let's fight. And then the guy said no, and then Liam turned his back to go back home, and the guy like punched him in the back as he was turned away, and then hit him in the head, and then sort of ran off.
Fucking bastard. He is a no good son of a bitch, after all. The woman was right
The woman was right.
for once. Where is Liam? Is he chasing somebody away? I mean,
Yeah, he's out there having a fight at the moment. He's out there having a fight.
Must be.
I'm serious. I'm not joking. You guys think I'm joking about this kind of thing, but I'm not joking. Liam is crazy. It's the only reason that I hang around him. All right, I better stop showing this in case they
What's the
comes
point of
across
a mod?
something else. What's that?
I was just reading this Jude Vanalian's comment. I'm going to be.
Jude Vanelli. Yeah, he's trying to suggest that me banning all mods from the channel is a bad thing. But see, the problem is every time there's a mod, they start moderating Sketch. And Sketch needs to be unmoderated.
Just to let chaos reign. Just to let things go a bit crazy.
It's not chaos. He's not like he's on the stream. It's just funny.
Sometimes you need a bit of spice, I guess. You know, and Sketch does that.
It just annoys Liam because Liam thought that he was a good friend of his. But as I explained, like, you can't be friends with crazy, you know? It's just how it is. It's you can't, you know, you can befriend people like this, but you have to understand that they can't be your friends because they're not really anyone's friends. They're kind of, you know, in their own world.
Yeah, I mean, Sketch is a force of nature. I mean, you know, there's no reasoning. I don't know. I've never interacted with the guy. But I've listened to a number of streams.
Sketch is a fucking sad little clown. He's not a force of nature. He's a little fucking bitch.
I mean, it's like, it isn't like he pulls his own strings. He does what he does. You put him in a certain situation and he does what he does. It's, you know, it is what it is.
Fuck Sketch. Let's talk about something else. What the fuck's going on?
Did you chase the guy away?
Anyway, what's what are we talking about? We were talking about
you, actually. We were talking about you know, you fighting crime in the street.
Yeah. All right. What else are we talking about?
All right. So let me just show this. So we've got bitch face cunt hole Vicky. Share this. So this is on. So on the 10th of May is when your show got struck.
Yeah.
Now on the 4th of May, Vicky tagged in the Chinese company about your show with a clip of it. And she said on the 4th, when did the animated corpse of, and that's the tag in there, at the Real Stan Lee company, start doing promotional videos for Ethan's Comicsgate? I hope someone cleared
Ethan's Comicsgate, ladies and gentlemen.
I hope someone cleared this with the trademark copyright gods, and then she links the video to them. So there's why you got your strike on the 10th, because Cunthole did link them in.
All right, Vicky. In the words of Daffy Duck, this means war.
Yep. Vicky, you have stirred the beast that is alive with Liam.
Yeah.
And because of this,
I know that you're starting your
must
YouTube. I
now-
know you're starting your YouTube channel, sweetheart. I know that you want to be a big. So
So what's the story? Was she using her sister's identity or something to to do all this? So her name isn't really Vic. I kind
no,
of
you're
lost.
right.
lost track of the whole
Maybe
thing.
we shouldn't. Maybe we shouldn't actually be. Engaging with Vicky. As I understand it, she has an elaborate criminal record for stalking and various other things. As I understand, I could be mistaken. It's just hearsay, but that's my understanding. So. I mean, she's very credible. She's a very respectable young lady, or she's a dangerous serial offender that wants to drag me through the mud. I mean, I could get dirty. Who knows?
well, I will gladly bring her on to debate myself, this young lady, if she wants to come on.
This paragon of virtue, this yapping paragon of virtue that spends her days like, man, I'm one of the biggest dog lovers you'll ever fucking meet. Like we could get on, except she's a horrible, heinous subhuman. Like with nothing better to do to try and fucking destroy people. No sense of humor, no ability to read social cues. She's got to be on the fucking spectrum. With how
Remember she did that show where she got Ethan in to explain his open parentheses, like that whole how did I defraud people stream. Remember that?
Yeah.
She didn't have any response to any of that. She isn't an illocutor. She if you got her on the stream, it would just be mostly silence.
If I got her on the stream, she'd fucking cry. She'd fucking cry, and I'd look like a douchebag because she can fucking dish it out, but she can't take it. I know exactly the fucking type she is. She's gonna walk around, stalk, be a fucking creepy fucking weirdo, stir up trouble, but she's fucking nothing but a waste of space. All these cunts are wastes of fucking space, all of them.
Yeah, she's just a piece of shit. And it's like, I wouldn't say I defended her because I was calling her a piece of shit, but I did defend the fact that she shouldn't be doxxed, well, with regard to her criminal record. But because that had nothing to do with like the shit she was saying. But I think,
well, it's out there now.
I think the thing is she was doing other stuff as well. So it's like she wasn't just being a slut. She was like doing really dodgy stuff like this.
Like exactly like this. She's trying to fucking ruin
exactly
people.
Like this.
Hiding behind a fucking sock account, trying to fucking ruin people, stalking people, harassing people. You think she'd fucking learn? You think that when the man with the trudgeon came along and gave her a slap on the fucking wrist, she'd fucking get herself in line. War Campaign says CG Jumpstart coming this month. That's a lot of great stuff, content in that, put together by the legendary Steve Dye. If you guys are looking for an editor, you're not going to find a better one in all of Comicsgate than Steve Dye. He's very busy, but you pay for premium, you pay for the best. Go check out Steve Dye. Get Hanzo's project is he's overseeing this. You get to see Bullet Maker, which looks absolutely phenomenal. I believe the artist by Joe Ball, correct me if I'm wrong. Lots of cool stuff in there, a lot of stuff by Simon Portier, and it's going to be a great thing. And if you go and sign up now for the pre-launch page, you will get an exclusive trading card. It's a chase card by Ethan Van Sciver, which is to this day the best art that I've seen for the trading cards. So guys, definitely go check that out. And if you haven't yet, go check out Xenotype as well, guys. I realize most of you folks have probably already bought a copy, but maybe you can buy another one for a friend, for a family, for a niece, for a nephew. Help us get up over 50,000. We're right there on the precipice, It's like we're right there. So,
all right, you guys are doing really well.
Yeah. Well, we're pushing fighting for the future, my friend. You know, like all of these motherfuckers say that I'm trying to like capitalize on Stan Lee's fucking likeness, all this other bullshit.
Oh, but geez, the thing is, Liam, I remember like you've been around for ages, building up to this. You laid a hell of a lot of groundwork before you actually, and that's exactly how you're supposed to do this thing. Like, I just arrived and started flapping around, and luckily I got funded, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you're doing it the right way. Build up the channel, get everything done beforehand, and you'll be successful.
200 pages of epic content, like 200 pages of fucking wrist breaking manga. It's,
in fact, I have Odie draw the fucking thing too. I think has got something to do with it. He's just as a visual sort of shot to the senses. He's just amazingly good.
Exactly. Yeah, the guy's an absolute savant. And this is the thing. For all of the shit that fucking happens, I'm fucking a decent dude. You know what I mean? I'm pretty easy to get along with at the end of the day. I'm pretty chill. Like if these people were just like mellow and like they didn't spread lies and propaganda, like if they were just people that didn't like my product, but were just like, we don't like Liam's product, we're not interested, there'd be no problems. There's lots of people that don't like my product that there's no problem with. It's these people spread lies, propaganda, they fucking spread misinformation, they try and paint me as someone I'm not, and they try and impede the career of myself and Odie. Just let us sit down and draw fucking, comic books. That's all we want to do, but you guys are here stirring shit, stirring the pot, trying to start fights and stuff that you can't win. Gonna come away looking like fucking clowns. You're over there dominating the farms. You guys don't fucking get that you guys are the next cows. You fucking idiots. It's a big joke on you. It's a big fucking joke on you that you run the Comicsgate fucking thread over on Kiwi Farms. You know that, right? You fucking idiots. You guys are like, your channels are these small little spurg factories. You've got all these fucked up, stupid little discords. Everyone's got your fucking number. Everyone's got your fucking number, and the worst part is you're like, you're just like, you got no fucking clue. You got no self-awareness. You think your friends are your friends. You're midgets. You're weird, deformed weirdos. You're freaks. Fuck you clowns. Fuck you clowns. You're criminals. You're obsessed. You act like jaded fucking girlfriends that have, that you've told, look, I don't want you coming around anymore because I'm sick of you smashing up my fucking living room. Fucking fuck off. So it's like, so what's this over here? What's Infamous got to say?
I was just looking at SJW Captain America. He's trying to claim that he got it done. I wonder if my email to POW Entertainment's legal department, yeah, right, or the Lee estate, including a link to said YouTube video, had anything to do with this. Oh well. Maybe stop trying to hijack the legacy and talent of a real comics creator.
Real comics creators. Real
comics script total lack of it.
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but didn't I'm going to say Jack Kirby did a lot of work.
Don't talk ill of the dead. Don't talk ill of the dead, damn you. We're not going down the Lee Kirby route.
For Captain America, you're a fucking clown. I'm 100 times the comic book creators. Most of the motherfuckers in the industry, classically trained, traditionally trained, passed down, a long tradition of fucking history passed down to me. I know exactly what I'm fucking doing. Odie is one of the best talents. He's the best manga in Greece. I'm going to say the best manga in fucking Europe, and on his path to be one of the best in the world. We have plenty of opportunities and a bright fucking future here. We are fucking top tier talent. You are nothing. You are fucking nothing. Go dance around like the pathetic, sad fucking loser you are.
She'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
So Vicky reckon Vicky, the ever misinformed, who could just do a bit of Googling, you dumbass, says the estate gives them permission. For all we know, Stan approved that before he died. She's talking about some other random shit that I can't see because they got their tweets protected.
Yeah, they got to hide.
It could have been a part of pre-existing contracts and trademark licensing. What Liam's buddy did was illegal. You hear that, Liam's buddy? What's his name, Liam?
No.
Michael.
Yeah.
What's his last name?
No, we're not going
to. Michael Bancroft.
Bancroft, yeah.
You fuckhead, Michael Bancroft, I tell you.
Baby killing Bancroft is a terrible human being, you know. You guys. you've got his number.
He
you know?
knew what he was doing was illegal, and he did it anyway.
See, Matthew D. Reese, he used to be one of my friends, you know, back in the early days of Comicsgate. Not no more. Now look at where he is.
Uh-huh.
Fucking
Oh, quick, go past a picture of him.
yeah, we don't want to show him. We'll get our video struck.
Uh-oh.
Account time, account strike or jail time? That's the question. Yeah, come on, send Liam to jail for making a joke. You know, they're going to give me the pan treatment, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to give me the pan treatment. They're going to come over here and they're going to have us up in our didgeridoo courts, you know, in our kangaroo courts of Australia. You know, everyone's in their cork hats. Everyone's in their cork hats and shit. And you're going to have these American lawyers going, this young man said a naughty thing, you know, and let's see how far that gets us. Let's see.
Check it out. Penis revealing Hikaru says, and nothing of value was lost. You know, you're hanging around in great company. Don't these people ever just look around at the company they're keeping? It's like, here's this fucking tosser over here.
Yeah.
Here's this absolute cunt over there. Here's this loser over here. Like, if my friendships and comment circles are extending to like the comic book hut and shit like that, you have a look at yourself and your opinions, surely. It's like a bit of introspection. It's like,
No, they've got no fucking self-awareness, man. They think they're big heroes trying to destroy evil Comicsgate. They don't care that they're actual genuine, like, fucking guys, like, fucking wake up. Like, I'm actually trying to help the comic book industry. I'm trying to help young creators. I'm trying to help things grow. But because I'm not on your team, because I'm not anti-Comicsgate, because I wouldn't sell out fucking War Campaign or stab every cunt in the back and play fucking manipulation games because I just wanted to make comics, I'm your fucking enemy now? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you clowns? Like, you fucking realize, you dumb fucking cunts, that you have no loyalty. All of your friends will turn on you. All I have to do is wiggle fucking $50, and I've got screenshots from fucking all of the people that claim you're best because you're screaming poor. You're all screaming poor. None of you are loyal to each other. None of you are loyal to each other. You know, like, I can't wait to start dropping fucking dirt on you dumb cunts because you fucking all hate each other. You're going to turn on each other and destroy one another like rabid fucking, like, you are an extension of the cultural locusts that is the social justice warrior plague. You have no idea. You have no loyalty. You have no friends. You have no fucking sense of fucking integrity. You got nothing. You got nothing.
No, I saw that. What's it, Captain Cummings? After he was doing all these accusations, making all these accusations against PC Sameti, then he was pally-wallying around that on the same thread with Gail Simone. You know. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, all right. Would you have chatted to her when you were still Comicsgate? What's changed? You know, how did this happen? It's crazy. You know, I can't think of anybody she's spearheaded all this crap. She is the epitome of the.
Yeah, I said from the start, this chick is trouble, and no one listened. And now look what she's done to everything. She's fucking. You know, like, her blog is built upon her. You guys go back and check out how, like, back in the day before, you know, she was who she is, before she was Gail Simone. Like, look at her blog, right? Look at who this broad was. Her whole career is built on, hey, this is a boys club, and then everyone going, oh, yeah, no, we're not. Come on in. And then she gets in, she worms in, she pushes up a bunch of people, lets a bunch of people in, she drops quality of work, she fucking gets all into that big con circuit.
Yeah, she wormed her way in, and she's the biggest Karen around. You know.
Yeah,
she's absolutely toxic. You don't chum up to her. You just don't.
It's fucked, you know, like, this is the chick who literally this is how I got banned by Miss Simone. So not for anything else, but she had posted this long list of clearly masculine dominated franchises which had not yet been converged by social justice warriors. It's like 14 of the fucking things or something. I like looked at it and I thought, what the fuck is this? So I commented on it, I said, she said, these are all the properties I'm looking forward to working on. And it was a blatant troll. It was like dolled up as like, oh, these are all the things I'm excited about. But it was blatantly like, these are the things I'm going to destroy next. Right. And so in response to her, I said, you're looking forward to doing all of these things, but Gail, are you looking forward to like working on any of your own properties in 2020? Yeah. Like, is there anything that you created that you want to work on, that you're excited to work on? And she was like blocked, like just shut me down. Because she can't create anything of her fucking own value because her fans are all sycophantic fucking like political actors that are there for the mob rage.
They don't like her comics either. They don't. I mean, have you looked at the level of interaction? She's got a ginormous fucking following on Twitter, but the interaction just isn't there. You know, you'd expect something far, far, far bigger. But no, people know it's up. It's political. It's all political. It's political reasons they sided with Gail over anybody else. It's not because she makes or writes good comic books. Especially that fucking Plastic Man fucking thing. Jesus, no.
Still there? Yeah. Sorry,
we're here.
I was just talking to Odie.
We're listening to your
I'm
lovely
trying.
accent.
Odie doesn't fully understand how social justice warriors work. So I need to explain. One minute. So I need to explain why him saying that we could be working with a larger company for distribution and stuff like that, like, could be problematic, and why he can't talk about that stuff. Like he's just trying to be friendly and stuff. He just doesn't understand because
he's young. He'll learn.
Yeah, I don't want him to fucking have to learn. He shouldn't have to. He should be able to just sit down and work, and I should be able to shelter him from that. You know, I promised his dad I would. I promised his dad I'd look out for him, and, you know, I wish he had to type the question to me before it was brought up, but now it's out there, I suppose. But look, we're trying to make moves and grow this in big ways. This, like, if you guys haven't jumped in and grabbed Xenotype now, grab it now. This is like true believer time. Support us now before it's huge, right? Like, but there's plans. We're doing stuff. I just don't want. I want Odie to be able to focus on what he's doing, and I don't want him to get dragged into this shit. I don't want to. I'll take all the fucking slings and arrow, and I'll carry all of the problems. But yeah, because someone's got to make good comics, guys, and it's not going to be them. They have no interest in doing it. Xenotype character design is exactly like Guy vs. Murakami, and the plot is Kronos Corp's plot. If you've read the comics, you'll know a rip. If you read Xenotype, you'd know that that's actually not the case. You'd also know that the design base that we used for Esper is not actually based off Murakami at all. It has more of its roots in Kamen Rider and Ultraman, but power to you, buddy. Power to you. As for the Kronos Corp's plot, Kronos Corp's and Black Diamond are two very different organizations, two different creatures. If you actually bought my book and read it and actually paid attention when I talk about this shit on stream, you'd actually understand that, but you don't. Saying that it's just a ripoff of Guyver shows you are completely illiterate in the genre and do not understand what you're talking about. Thank you for your time, Gigantic Android. Fucking got an Ultraman you got fucking Ultraman bullshit on your fucking avatar and you don't even fucking recognize the influences. Like, come on. And as I've said, I'll do something a bit positive. Here we go. Here's something, I'll explain it again for those listening. When Felix Vasquez gains the ability to rewrite his DNA, you keep in mind that he is an aspiring comic book artist. He's someone that wants to create comics. He wants to be an artist and illustrator, right? And when we look at it from a psychological point of view, it is about essentially becoming a hero. So instead of just sort of creating his own thing, like when a child begins their first steps in a journey, it begins with imitation. So you'll notice that there's aspects of Spider-Man 2099, there's aspects of Batman, you know, or Nightwing, there's aspects of Ultraman, there's a little bit of aspects of various, like, I don't want to even name them all because, like, you'll be able to look at them, because what he's doing is he's recreating himself in a way that in his initial form, in that neonate form that you see him in the first book, that is his idea of what a sort of superhero is. It's like what he's been seeing in his dreams, and it's like what he thinks a hero is. But that's not his final form or his ultimate form or anything like that either. Again, the shape of his helmet, the shape of his crest, the placement of the gems are relevant to chakra points on the body. Like, there's so much that's gone into his actual design. And, you know, you have no fucking clue what you're talking about if you really think it's just like, oh, look, here's a ripoff of fucking Murakami. You stand the two next to each other. What? Is it because they're both white? Is it because they're both white? Well, Murakami's white and purple. Esper's white, black, and blue because he's colored like, again, Felix the cat and like a killer whale with blue in there because it's the color of enlightenment. Like, you know, these you got no idea what you're talking about, you know, like none. So thank
look,
you.
I mean, there's nothing truly original anyway. My idea is a rip-off of TMNT, you know, and of Skin and, you know, Brendan McCarthy's stuff. You know, it's like you take something, you take an idea and you just put your own spin on it. That's the best we can hope for these days, especially in comic books where everything's pretty much been done already. It's just how it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Xenotype
is the Shinobi Mega. Yeah, Xenotype is a Shinobi Mega Man ripoff, and the story is Final Fantasy Spirits Within. Oh, I've been caught. Exactly. Like, guys, if you get enough of anything, you can sort of liken anything to anything. Like, and especially if you're a writer, like I could tell you how Superman is exactly like Hitler. You know, like I'm skilled enough that I could sit here and construct a narrative for how Superman is an analogy for Hitler, and you know, it would be easy. In fact, I've already thought of the whole Supermensch thing just in 5 minutes. You can make one thing look exactly like another thing effortlessly if you're skilled at what you do, right? So it's just not the case. So it's not, you know, if you're a fan of Guyver and you like Guyver, there's a lot of stuff from Guyver that you might enjoy in Xenotype, but it's not the same story. It's the organization operates differently, the characters operate differently, you know, the story structure is different, the lead protagonist is different, the supporting cast are different, the world is different. It's a completely different story.
So take that.
Yeah, exactly.
Take that, incels.
But Wilberforce does have me. He got me out. He caught me. He says I'm a ripoff of Micronauts, and it is. It's true.
Yeah, that's funny. All right.
You know,
so
you guys know Superman's just a ripoff of Shazam. In case you didn't know, you know, Shazam's a ripoff of Superman. Which one is it? Oh, right. Yeah, that was said in court. Neither. You know, you can't own a genre.
You can't own an idea.
Yeah, you can't own an archetype, right? Like.
So, tell me, how you'd already released Mary Boys before you went on to Ethan's channel, didn't you?
No. I had, but at the point I went on Ethan's channel, I had about 7 pages done. Right. And yeah, you mean launch, as in I launched the campaign? Yeah, the campaign had been launched already.
No, I thought that maybe I'm getting confused. Have you released a reprint of Mary Boys? Is that what you're?
Oh no. It got printed quite recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's still quite fresh.
Must be someone else's book that I'm thinking of, where they'd done the material and then they reprinted it and launched a new campaign.
I think there are a few people who do that, to be honest with you, trying to breathe new life into old property.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Like once you build up your network to relaunch your product.
Well, it's the European model. I mean, they got fewer books that are longer, come out less frequently, but they keep them in print. They don't have the serialized monthly turnaround like there is in the American market, and that seems to work. I mean, for example, the French market is extremely healthy. I think it's more healthy than the American market. More people buy comic books in France than they do in America.
Actually, let's get some comic science up while you're talking about that. Ozark, could you please bring up the top-selling comics in France, please?
Sure.
Oh, and Mary, because this is something I saw someone's claiming that the other day that the French comic book industry was bigger than manga, and I after laughing hysterically to the point where I fell to my knees and I thought let's actually look this up and show people what's going on, because it is robust, it is healthy, it is doing very, very well. But as far as I understand, it's not a multi-billion-dollar industry. The best thing I've seen produced out of France was Lost Boys. Out of Europe was Lost Boys. Not Lost Boys, Last Man. Sorry, Last Man.
I'll be honest, I don't know much about manga. I know a few things. I know the basics, like Akira, Ghost in the Shell, all that.
I know that they're smaller. I know that the smallest imprint of one of the sort of standard manga companies is literally 3 times as large as Marvel and DC put together. So I think that that's their smallest imprint. So let's see what France is like.
While you're waiting for me to find that, do you want to discuss the tweet that I've got up there?
Sure. Cambot, he's a long-time comic skater. I've seen him around a lot. He says, after Ethan Van Sciver's recent announcement he won't be promoting creators who haven't fulfilled campaign, I urge all creators to remember never to be dependent upon anyone else and never let anyone else come between you and your customer. Network with others, but never depend on them. So,
what do you think about that, Mary Boyce?
I think it's true. I'm grateful for the support that I've received and everything, but you have to build your own networks. You have to get your own you have to do your own marketing. You can't just piggyback on other people's streams all the time. It's good to cross-pollinate, but ultimately, now with having succeeded with this project, I've got a small fan base, and I'll just try and build that every time, and move forward that way, trying to detain those people. I really need to get my social media skills up to scratch. Though I've got myself a green screen and all that sort of shit. I just need to set it up, and I need to get cracking with it.
No, I'm glad that you came on here, man. I came out of nowhere. I was like, "Yo, come join us," because they did a meme where I'm holding a cricket bat. You popped on in no time at all. You're doing good.
Yeah, I mean, there are people who won't. There are people who are very sort of shy. They won't put their faces on streams. They don't want to participate. I'm like, you got to do it, or you're just not gonna. You're gonna finish. No, in fact, you're gonna be very grateful when people offer you a spot on their shows.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And I know that this is just our smaller stream right now, but we'll get bigger again, and I'll get my channel back, and we'll be back to it, and I'll have you on again. I think that your project is great. I think that Mary Boys is a really good property. But we're talking about that fucking earlier. Full circle. It was like, yeah, use this as an opportunity to overprint, so that you've got your stock not just to sell on eBay stores, but so that you've got, plenty of stock for future. You know what I mean? Like conventions.
Everybody should, because it's cheap to overprint. All your money goes into setting the machines up. As soon as you start, there's such a small difference between printing 500 copies and 1,000 copies, and 1,000 copies and 2,000 copies. There's it's almost a no-brainer. If you've got the space, just do it and stock up on it.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And there's also opportunity in that. There's opportunity in that, not just for selling books, but the freedom to be able to just go to a kid's classroom. He's like friends with your fucking kid or whatever, and just give everyone in the classroom a comic book. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Being able to donate them to libraries here and there, getting eyes on stuff. Like it's tactical.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's very true. I've been giving them away, not as Christmas gifts. There's no class in that. The guy at the Christmas party. Yeah, here's a book I wrote.
Yeah, no, but like for kids, stuff like that, looking to fill time and stuff like that. Like it's
no, that's very true.
Do you guys still have record stores and music sort of shops, sort of underground music places over where you're at, or not?
In the UK, yeah, there are record stores. It's made a bit of a comeback, like I think everywhere, with the whole vinyl revolution.
I'd go hit up a few of them if you've got any in sort of around the sort of punk scene, and see if you can get like 2 or 3, sell them to those guys. If you can get like 2 or 3 in a stand, maybe 10 in a stand, just like sit them on their fucking on the counter. You know what I mean? See if people will grab
Yeah.
it as they go.
And my local comic book shop, they support Comicsgate, which is really good to hear. Yeah, it was like, I started speaking to the guy, and he was looking around like all pensive to see if the customers would hear him. He says, "Yeah, I like Comicsgate." So we see what happens when I take a bunch of issues and put it on the spinner rack and say, "Yeah, well, you can
Are
be
they
my
still in business?
outfit."
They're still in business.
They're still in business. Well, okay, I don't know. This was all pre-pandemic, so I hope they open up again.
Mhm. Yeah, no, that's good. Good.
Yeah.
Good when we got support from people.
Oh, that's really nice.
Are you going to do digital on your next release?
I do have a it's got a digital tie, and if you buy the physical
on
copy,
your next one, like on number 2. On number 2, you're going to go digital it again or not?
I think I will. I don't see any downside to doing the digital thing, because if people are going to pirate it, they're going to pirate it. Anybody can scan it, and then your whole thing about not releasing digital copies is fucked anyway.
Yeah, they're going to pirate no matter what. But if you're offering it at a lower tier digital, then a low price digital, that's less people buying physical copies of your book. You know what I mean?
That's true. But on the other hand, there have been quite a few people who have upgraded because I released the digital versions first, and people read it and they went, "Fuck, you know what? I really want the physical copy to this."
That's interesting. Yeah, it's a good point too. It's a good point.
So it's done a bit of promotion. I don't know. I used to be really blasé about the whole digital thing, thinking, oh, it's a way of promotion and stuff like that. Now I'm thinking, I don't know. I'd have to go back into it and do like a sort of just see what the impact actually is. Does it actually eat up your sales? What's actually going on? But the thing is with my campaign is I offer so many other little bits and bobs, like the patch, the prints, all that stuff. It's a case of you get something different if you actually back the higher tiers. You don't just you don't enjoy the same. You put a different kind of enjoyment out of this stuff that I send you. You can wear the patch, etc. So if you really dig it, you'll get the physical copies. That's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that it's an interesting property with an interesting future. When is your when's volume 2 coming out? You're fulfilling now.
Yeah, that's a good question. It's just finding time. Like I've been on furlough now for the last 2 weeks, so I'll probably get back to full-time work again within the next week or two, chances are. So yeah, I'm hoping by the end of the year, I'd like to just get cracking with the next project and just have 7 or 8 pages finished and everything penciled out like I did last time, because I hit my deadline this time. I'm fulfilling on time. So set up something similar again. So maybe around end of the year, just not Christmas, probably November latest. If not by November, then it will be next year.
Yeah, awesome. I think that it's a good idea to sort of strike while the needle is hot. You know what I mean? So if you're sitting around not doing anything, man, fucking start on pages now before you go back to work. Get some.
Yeah, of course. Like it's one of those things. Doing these, doing it. As you'll know, it's just you have to whatever time you have, you got to just put into your project.
Yeah, that's why even though I've never really spoken to you before, I'm going to bully you to make you work harder. Sort of.
That's fine.
Work harder, get this shit done.
That's cool.
Because I want to see you do well. I want to see us all be able to do this sort of full time if it's achievable. But we can only do that if we move more product. We can only move product if we produce more product. You got to go fast. Take a word out of Sanik's playbook. Got to go fast.
Very true. Yeah.
I love your fucking ink washes. If I never get to talk to you again, fucking take that away. I love your sort of the ink wash thing that you did with those ravens on the cover and everything like that. They're fucking beautiful.
Oh, cheers, man. Yeah, I like old school I like Will Eisner. I love the EC artists, and they all messed around with those quite a lot, and it's that look. It's a signature look. So when people look at it, it's a throwback. It's something familiar to people who were into that era of comic books. So I think that's almost like my selling point. But yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, you've got one of the best bloody artists in Comicsgate, in my opinion.
Oh, definitely. He's
hard
one of the
to
best
read.
artists in the world. That's one of the issues with him. Like I've really helped push him up further into where he's going to. He's developed his skill, his speed. Right now, he's producing about 2.5, 3 pages a day at our current production rate. So,
Wow.
yeah, exactly. This is a fucking marathon. We'll get there. But
So these are the French sales, French
Right.
and Belgium sales for 2016.
mhm.
So Lucky Luke, these are yearly sales. So all of these books are basically like once a year volume books. And
it's a
so
500,000.
half a million a year. So I don't know. I mean, it's pretty good, but it's not like
I mean, it's good by Comicsgate standards, but it's not. I mean, I suppose it's a good sign that there's so many different titles there.
well, the other
and
thing as well is that the price would be higher, so they probably it probably would be an equivalency to individual units like a Batman or what have
Yeah.
you.
And those will be reprints. I mean, that's only tome 7, so Lucky Luke. So that same book has been selling continuously year by year by year by year, I guess.
That's right. I mean, if you look at the second one there, it's tome 24. So
Mhm.
there's 24 other tomes of this book, and it's selling at 400,000. And then you've got the big sellers like Asterix. So Asterix sells 5 million copies a year,
why
and that
is it not
gets
on
released
that
once.
list? Yeah, why is that not? On
Why
the
is it
list?
not on this list?
Yeah.
Because
See, 5 million's where I would go. Yeah, okay, that's where you're doing fucking well. You know what I mean?
so he's comparing the North American market, but yeah. So had a first printing 2017 had first printing of 5 million copies. So that's huge. That's like
The thing about the European market is that they translate a lot. So you'll have your Italian comics in France and vice versa. Like when I went to Italy, I saw that they still had comics at newsstands. They still had comics in stationery shops. Everywhere you looked, you'd find their local comics, like text.
That's what we need to get back. That's what we need to get
I'd
back
love-
to. Well,
I'd
people
love that to come
give me shit
back.
about that. People give me shit
Yeah.
about that. They go, "Oh, we got to do this directed to customers." Like, yes, we do. That's what we.
this
should
is
be
just
covering.
this is just the French translation as well. So this isn't the English market. This is just French 5 million copies.
Mhm.
So it's pretty big. And
It's
then
like,
there's a few other ones.
We got to
I
get.
think
this shit
Dylan
back
Dylan
to-
Dog, which is an Italian comic, that sells definitely more than 100,000, and I think it's monthly. It's huge, and they sell them in these big wodgy paperbacks of more than 100 pages. They've got multiple artists working on them.
For some reason, Lucky Luke is a big property. I don't know why. 500,000 copy first printing.
Oh, have you ever read Lucky Luke?
Yeah. Of course I have. We got all this shit in our libraries, man. This is what we had in our libraries. We had
Exactly. yeah.
Asterix and Obelisk. We had Tintin. We had Lucky Luke.
When I was down, like sitting on in timeout during school for being a delinquent punk. This is the shit I would read.
Yeah. That's it. That's right. It's like The Wizard of Id,
Yeah.
Foot Rot Flats, like Hagar the Horrible books.
And I love me some Tintin. Like I actually really love me some Tintin. Like I think that's a very well written. I enjoy it as a property quite a lot.
Yeah.
So this weird fucking book, whatever it is, called Titeur, has sold.
1 minute. I'm gonna see if I can get Odie back in.
Oh, geez. 1.8 million copies.
1.8 million copies in 2006, and there's 15 volumes. So that's massive.
Yeah. It must be a very good story. I didn't see the appeal really from that.
It's a kid's book about a very naughty boy who gets into trouble.
Stole it. Yeah,
but
they
it's
stole
never
that
been
at Epidemic
translated,
Menace.
so I've never read it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that market's pretty big.
I think the culture around comics is different there too. It's for everybody. It's not seen as a kid's thing, whereas we never really shook that off. In the UK, it's still seen as a kid's medium, although it's clearly not, directed at kids anymore. Now it's directed towards soy boys and angry feminists.
Right.
They could make it for kids again. It's newsstands and stuff. Put it on newsprint again. Get back to a healthy circulation number. So many comic fans in the UK, but we just don't have the publishers. We don't have any of that stuff. It's really sad. But I digress.
Yeah, I mean, how do you get when we were younger, libraries were all we had. Now kids have just got so much more. Like, it's
Well, now there's games and there's your phone and there's all that sort of thing.
It's not just games though. It's also like social media, and it's also YouTube, and it's also online books if you wanted to read them. I guess.
And comics are expensive now, even relatively. Even if you take inflation to account, if you take inflation to account, they're about 3 or 4 times more expensive now than what they were in the 70s. I did a comparison with 2000 AD, and it's because of production values and just I don't know what else drives up the bloody cost. And everything's on glossy paper, it's in color, but still, I still don't think how can it be 3 times more expensive? Kids just can't afford it. What would you?
The other thing is, like, I had a friend just say to me last week, "Do you want the entire collection of Spider-Man comics up until 2016?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I've got it on a terabyte drive, and so if you want every comic book that features Spider-Man in digital format, I've got it on this drive." And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, that is just unbelievable. And as a kid, if you had access to that kind of thing, like going to a library and flipping through these books, I probably wouldn't have done it as a kid, because it's like, well, if I want to read comics, I can just like read every comic that ever came out for free. And I mean,
and you don't, and if it's just given to you on a platter, are you that excited about it?
No, exactly.
No,
exactly. It's a.
Well, that's it. It's so much harder to find, isn't it? It's easy to find when it's the only thing that can entertain you.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I got to sign off. I think my wife's back home.
No worries. Go help her bring in the groceries.
Yeah, that's how it's done. We'll probably wrap up soon, because we're over the 2-hour mark at this point. This has been a shit show of a stream. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it.
No worries.
Cool. Okay.
See you later.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
I need to get ice for my fucking shoulder, but it's freezing fucking cold right now, dude. I don't know how cold it is there, so I can't. How cold is it where you are?
It's really cold. Like, there's a really big cold snap. It was down to it was 6 degrees last night.
Planet Tobor says, when the ritual of obtaining cool thing is lost or devalued, nobody wants the cool thing. Don't tell Oz when he'll end it, Liam. Yeah, well, I guess I'll pop out like a quiet Liam and get back to work, and Oz can continue the show without me. Only strong men carry groceries in our teeth, says Warren User. What the fuck?
I don't know how strong you are when it takes you 45 minutes to do it.
Like I said, there's probably a lot of them. He's probably got he's got helicopters coming in, dropping off shipping containers full of food. He's hauling like bags of grain on his shoulders.
Maybe he's got to bring them in and then sort them through some kind of autistic process. So all the labels have got to be pointed one way, and so it takes him hours to bring in all the groceries.
Oh, who knows?
I'm just speculating.
Yep.
All right. So what are we going to do about this sub and eyes situation tomorrow?
This what?
Getting more eyes on your new channel.
I just gotta. I mean, how many are we at now? Is it like 20, 30? What are we at?
About
14?
40.
What?
About 40.
All right.
Yeah, it went up to about 46.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, that's not terrible. Oh, hold on. I've got to resend the link to Odie because. Yeah. But yeah, no. So, like, we've got to get more people through here. I mean, I don't know what to do. I put the video up. I should have planned about doing that beforehand. I've got a channel that I'm going to be doing live with Liam on, called Unintelligent Design. That should be approved to stream, if not tomorrow, the next day at the latest. So that's where I'll be doing my hangout streams. I got about 25 subs on that, not much, but and I have to just sort of do a small chill hangout with you guys. But we'll just have to start. We're just gonna have to start sharing stuff out, you know. Unless we get Malin on here to yell at a bunch of people again, and we're probably not going to have another big explosion like that.
Yeah.
So, you know. So, and I mean, as far as I understand, everything's pretty copacetic right now. But you know, now that life with Liam has been squashed by communist China, you know, maybe people are going to start playing up and being naughty again, and we'll have a bunch of content, you know. Because as it was for a while, a bunch of people sort of pulled their head in and started being good boys on the internet, and I thought, oh, that's good. Odie.
Hello.
Hey, brother. Welcome. We're just about to wrap up the stream, but I wanted to get you on because I wanted to talk a bit about European comics with you, and you are one of
My what?
the blah, blah, blah. Mouth gone. I said I wanted to talk about European comics, like you know, Asterix and
European
Obelix and
comics.
stuff like that. Yeah, stuff like that.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
how prevalent they are, where you can buy them from, and you know, where do you see them? Because they seem to have huge sales numbers. You know what I mean? For unlike Western comics, so I thought you'd have a bit of an insight of
Okay.
that.
Well, where did you see that they have big sales numbers?
We Googled it on the internet. The internet told us. So,
Because I'm a bit of an outsider. I mean, despite me living in the European Union, I have no idea. I used to read Asterix and Obelix when I was young, you know, really young. But now I haven't seen any of those in a really long time, and none of my friends read them either. So yeah, I don't know.
so you don't even see stuff like that sitting on newsstands or anything like that around. It's all gone.
No, not really, not really. I mean, my dad brings newspapers every now and then, but I don't see any comics on them.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, in that case, we've seemed to enrage someone in the chat called Oz Art Creations. They're saying you're a terrible guest. So
What?
right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
They're
I
trolls,
haven't
and
seen any.
not your fault, brother. There are trolls in the chat. We can't stop these guys, and you know my co-host is against moderation. So guys like this Oz Art son of a bitch can just come in and cause all sorts of problems. There's not much we can do about it till I get my channel back. So
That's right.
Yeah.
we'll wrap up, and I'll talk to you in a minute, Odie, when we get off here and we'll buckle down and work. So I want to say thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. My name's Liam Gray. I'm the creator of Conquest Comics. I'm the founder of Conquest Comics. I am the creator of Xenotype. If you haven't yet, go check it out. Like a number 2 pencil, I've always got a point. And thanks for watching. And now I go.
See you tomorrow, everyone.
Bye.